Is it necessary to be self-realized to be a spiritual guru? And are all self-realized people gurus?
No. If you see, the word guru these days is highly misunderstood. Because, if you observe, the greatest guru, Dattatreya, had 24 gurus. And when asked who are they, he pointed at the ants, he pointed at the honeybee and stuff like that. Because remember, the guru is your teachability, ability to be taught. If that is there within you, that is your fundamental guru, the guru tattva. That is the reason why in Sanatana Dharma they underlined it as guru tattva, not just as the guru. Am I clear with you? Because your ability to be taught, my ability to understand you has to be there. If my ability to understand you is not there, no matter what sense you make, I will not understand you. My ability to receive is important. If my ability to receive is not there, no matter how well you give me, I will not be able to receive. You may give me anything out of love, but that I can take it as pain. Mankind, if you see, that's a possibility. No, you have to remember, nature is giving us abundance. The opportunities in the world are equal for everybody. So, nature is giving us abundance, but my ability to receive abundance is limited by my own perception. If you understand, Guru Tattva is about creating curiosity within you. If you see child, you don't have to teach him much. He is so curious about life and stuff that they naturally, automatically or quickly grasp everything from their surroundings. A good teacher is not a person who teaches you what to do and what not to do. A good teacher is a person who creates that intrinsic curiosity or who ignites that intrinsic curiosity within you. That curiosity and that experience of that infinite potential within you. Guru is not somebody who will tell you that you have a lot of karma, because you cannot find one person in this world who does not have karma, because everything is a karma. If you understand or go by the definition, even if you say brushing your hair is karma, because that is also a physical karma. Now a karma that affects other person or other life as is, and the karma that does not affect life as is. Am I clear with you? Everything is a karma. You brushing your hair like this is a karma. But it is not affecting anybody else, then it is not a harmful karma. But it may also create a strong belief system within you. It is possible. What you do to yourself is also karma. I say myself, I am a fool, I am a fool, I am a fool, I behave like a fool. That is also mental karma. I say I am a genius, I am a genius, I am a genius, and I behave like a genius. That is also karma, mental karma. So if you understand, Guru is not about the external factor. Guru Tattva is about your basic fundamental teachability. Now, the question, it is also covering this. Fantastic. Is it necessary to be self-realized, and only self-realized people can be gurus? The truth is, if you have teachability, you don't need any person who is self-realized. You can naturally learn, because the nature itself is the absolute guru. Now, to be spiritual gurus, you need to be self-realized? I don't really think so, because you see, there are so many self-realized people who are not gurus. And if you are not self-realized, if you do not know your own experience, because it's not about me teaching you what is good to you, what is bad to you, it is me making you experience. Until otherwise you don't experience, you can't really believe. So spirituality means self-realization is a state where you know that you are that inner excellence. But ability to transfer that experience, you need a higher state. Am I clear with you? Influence. Any person on the road can influence you. Any scene on the road happening, any situation that has happened in your life can influence you in your life, and that can change you in a direction. Change the way you think, change the way you live your life can happen. But remember, to give you an experience that can impact you and make you truly experience your own infinite potential, for that you need more than self-realization, and that's called self-actualization. Because self-realization, I know, and then I put to work on what I am. Am I clear with you? Knowing is something, living is something. When you can effortlessly, efficiently live, that's called self-actualization. That is the reason why, if you see, one of the greatest known gurus, Shirdi Sai Baba, the great, if you see, life is all about self-actualization for him. It's not about giving sermons. It's not about trying to tell people what is good and what is wrong or what is correct. It is to make people experience the truth. So self-actualization is required. So self-realization is a stage, but then people, if you are self-realized, you are complete within yourself. But if you want to, if you being a candle, lit candle, and you having the ability to walk one more step and light another candle, you need a little more, and that little more, if you can have, yes. So self-realization is like self-actualization. Am I clear with you? So if both can happen, self-realization and self-actualization can happen, then yes, that's the perfect requirement for a guru. But that has got nothing to do with you, because they say a candle can light a candle, but sometimes a burning sprinkler, Diwali sprinkler, cannot light a candle. Fire is fire. In a candle there is fire. In an incense stick there is fire. You cannot take an incense stick and light a candle, though it has also fire. So what suits you best and what ignites your inner experience without typecasting you, without trying to put you into limitations. These days again we have this so-called self-realized gurus also trying to build typecasting and stereotype types. They say, you take initiation from me, then you can't go anywhere. You are my student and you will stay like this forever. We are actually trying to, if you see, they are self-realized, but they are still not free. If you take initiation from me, you can't go anywhere. This is how it is. They create remember, a free mind can realize. A free mind, if it is trying to bind you also and say only this is possible, then also it is not trying to make you a lit candle, a self-realized man. It is just trying to make you a follower. Though again, it's a complex thing. Though you need some amount of followership to understand. So an effective experience of that self, whoever can give you, only they can become gurus in one line, if you want me to tell you. So, anybody who can make you experience your own self effectively, effortlessly, and make you absolutely, truly blissful unconditionally, in a movement, only they can be called as true gurus. And when you follow such people, all you will learn is to follow your own self. Because there is no caste, there is no creed, there is no religion, there is no stereotype, there is no groups. There is only one thing, self.